So, how are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
Fine, ma'am.
How are you, ma'am?
Good, ma'am.
I'm fine,
Fine,
thank you
ma'am.
so much. Okay.
Mute లో పెట్టమన్నారు.
Are there any new students today? Are there any new students? Raise your hands. Vijay Lakshmi Jarmala. And who else? Only Vijay Lakshmi? Okay, put the link. One of you please put the link where Vijay Lakshmi, she will get added to the WhatsApp. We have 35 students, but in here we have only 31. What did Swamiji say? Swamiji also said that students, they come with great expectations, that they think that it is giving money and exchanging a commodity. Like if you want any groceries, you just go to the grocery store, you give away money and the shopkeeper will give you the groceries. You expect with the same intention, with the same attitude, you come here, you just pay some fee and we should give you the language. Is it so? It will never happen. It's not a commodity, right? It's not a commodity. It's a skill. Skill means you have to practice. You have to put your effort. You have to give time to that one. And you have to practice. From your side, there should be a lot of, practice should be there. Then only you can get the language, right? Reading, especially focused on reading, right? Every time you have to give your time. Every day you should think that 40 minutes, just now he said, Swamiji said, 40 minutes compulsory, mandatorily, you have to give 40 minutes. You have to make yourselves, isolated. 40 minutes is only for reading. So when you give that 40 minutes for reading, what happens? Maybe 1 year you are going to improve your vocabulary, sentence formation and all. So that will help you to pick up the new vocabulary. So today let us start with the parts of speech. I'll give you some notes. I want everybody to copy down. I want everybody to take pen, paper, books, yes, and write it down. No screenshots. Write it down. It should be in written. Then only you will be getting language. When you write on a paper, what happens? Your mind will take that content. If you simply take the screenshot and that will be stored in your WhatsApp, in your phone, what will you do with that? Let that be stored in your mind. How can you store that one? How can you save that one? When you write on a paper, what happens? That will be stored in your mind. Yeah, parts of speech. Let us see these parts of speech. Already I told you previously that you are not going by the direct method. You are not learning English by the natural method. Now this is nothing but indirect method of learning. Right? So this indirect method is nothing but through grammar you are going to learn the language. So the very first day you are going to learn about the parts of English language. Parts of speech means what? Speech is nothing but English here. You are learning English language, isn't it? Parts of English language. English language has 8 parts. Look, every language has its own parts. Telugu has its parts, Hindi has its parts, whatever the languages that we have, every language has its own parts. Like Telugu, when you take Telugu, it has 5 parts. Bhasha Bhagamulo 5 you say. Sarvanamamu, Namavachakamu and all. Same way when it comes to English, you have 8 parts of speech. That is noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So these are the 8 ones. Let us see in details what are they? In what way they help us to learn language, right? Today let us see noun. Noun means what? Naming word. Name of anything is called as a noun. Look, we are surrounded by many things, right? Now you people are seated in your, at your place, right? You have many things around you. Each and everything has its own name, right? If, for example, now this is a thing, right? This is a thing. Now when I show you what is it called, means you say, madam, this is pen. Now pen is called as a noun. Yes, this is a pen. Then peru, what is the peru for this? This is called as pen. Pen is called as a noun. I say, what is this? I say, now this is a thing, isn't it? This has a name. What is a name? Coin. It's called as a coin. Likewise, you have many things, not only things, place also, animals also, persons also. Whatever we have, we try to give a name. Now that name is called as a noun. We say water, right? Water means what? It is a name given to that substance. We say air, gali we say. Air is nothing but it is a name given to the substance. Whatever the substance we have, we say that it is air. Air is nothing but it is a noun. Got it all of you understood? Noun means any name. It can be a place, thing, animal, person, whatever it is. Name is called as a noun. Now again coming to the nouns, you have many nouns, but here we are going to learn common noun and proper noun. Now what is common noun? Common noun is nothing but commonly that we give the names. We say table. Table is a common noun. Commonly we call it as a table. Chair. Yes. Book we say. Right? Water we say. Commonly we give a name, that is water, book, chair. Right? All those are called as common nouns. Not only that, even for the professions also. We have the names for professions, isn't it? Doctor, engineer, teacher, nurse. So what are all the professions we have? We have the name to that one. All those names fall under common nouns. Not only that, even the relations also. We hold certain relations with the people, isn't it? Within blood and outside the blood. We have the relation. To the relations, again, we try to give the name. Now that name is called as common noun. Father, we say. Mother, we say. Brother, sister, son, daughter, husband, wife. So all those are nothing but nouns only, common nouns only. In this again you have maternal. Maternal means what? Mother side. All the mother side relations are called as maternal. Maternal grandmother, maternal grandfather, maternal uncle, your mother's brother, mama. Mama you say, right? That is maternal uncle. Maternal aunt, your pinny, your mother's sister, right? All mother side is maternal. Paternal is father side. Maternal grandparents. Paternal uncle, pedanana, babai. Paternal aunt, atta, your menatta, your dad's sister. Now she's called as a paternal aunt. Got it? All these are the names, right? Same way you have the niece, nephew. Niece means your sibling's daughter. Sibling means brother or sister called as a sibling. Brother or sister called as a sibling. Your sibling's daughter, your brother's daughter, your sister's daughters, they are called as niece. In Telugu, Hindi, you have the different relation name, but in English you have only one name, that is called as a niece only. Same way nephew. Nephew is your sibling's son. Your sibling's son, your brother's son, your brother's sister's son also. Your siblings. Okay. Niece, nephew. Next one is father-in-law. Look, once if you get married, you just fall into different relations, isn't it? You just pick up with the different relations. You have the father-in-law. We call father-in-law. Father-in-law. Law is legally. Be careful how the word has been derived. It has been derived by saying law. Law means legally. Through marriage, legally you are accepting that person as a father. That is why it is father-in-law. Mother-in-law. Legally out of law, you are accepting that lady as your mother through marriage institution. Got it? Same way sister-in-law. Legally you are accepting that girl as a sister. legally you are accepting that boy as your brother. So that is how the words have been derived. Even son-in-law, daughter-in-law, legally you are accepting that girl as your own daughter. That is how the word has come into daughter-in-law. Is that clear? Same way, parents-in-law. Same way, co-sister. Co-sister means co-brother. Co-sister, co-brother. Co-brother is wife's boys. For boys, you say co-brother. Your wife's sister's husband. Your wife's sister's husband is called as a co-brother. Same way, co-sister. Your husband's brother's wife. Toti kodalu, you say. Toti kodalu, toti alludu, jed jetani. Now that is called as co-sister, co-brother. Got it? Now these are called as vocabulary. These all also called as vocabulary. New words, isn't it? New words means vocabulary. Every day you have to make a point of learning new words. When you have new words, whatever the thoughts you have, the thoughts will be coming in the form of language, isn't it? Sometimes you have many thoughts in your mind. Yes, you want to speak, but you lack words. You don't know what it is called in English. That is why you keep mum. It happens, right? Many times it happened. You have your ideas, you want to ask somebody, but you don't have words. As you don't have words, you stop yourselves, right? So you have to gain the power of the vocabulary. How you are going to improve vocabulary? By learning words.
Listen.
Every day you have to learn new words. When you learn new words, just cramming the words is not enough. Now I say that, look, it is said that if you have 3,000 words, you can speak reasonable English. Reasonable English. Right? What do you mean by reasonable English? Reasonable English is nothing but you can understand what the other person is talking, right? And you can manage by saying yes, no, and that kind. That is called as reasonable English. When you have 3,000 words, you have the reasonable English. You are here not for reasonable English, right? You want to have the fluency. Fluency in the sense, when anybody is talking, again you are going to reciprocate in the form of sentences. Your ideas will be flowing from your mouth in the form of sentences. To get that fluency, the very first and the foremost thing that you have to do is you have to improve your vocabulary. వర్డ్ పవర్ ఉండాలి. ఎన్ని వర్డ్స్ మీ దగ్గర ఉంటే అప్పుడు మీరు మాట్లాడగలుగుతారు.
తలుపులు వేస్తారు కదా,
మీకు ఆలోచన వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడాలని ఉంటుంది, కానీ ఆ వర్డ్ ఏమంటారో తెలియదు మీకు. అరే దీన్ని ఏమంటారో ఆగిపోతారు. అవునా? ఎందుకు ఆగిపోయారు? మీరు వర్డ్ తెలియదు, మీకు దాన్ని ఏమంటారో తెలియదు. అక్కడ మీకు ఆ పర్టిక్యులర్ వర్డ్ దగ్గర స్టక్ అయిపోతారు. You get stagnated at that particular point because you're lacking vocabulary. So what you have to do? Every day you have to make a point of learning vocabulary. How do you learn vocabulary? మరి vocabulary ఎలా నేర్చుకోవాలి? మీరు రీడింగ్ చేసినప్పుడు, whenever you do reading, at that time you come across new words. అవునా? ఒక స్టోరీ కానీ మీరు ఏదైనా చదువుతున్నారనుకో, అక్కడ మీకు న్యూ వర్డ్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. ఆ న్యూ వర్డ్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు వర్క్ ఆన్ దట్ న్యూ వర్డ్స్. ఆ న్యూ వర్డ్స్ ఏంటి, దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటి, వాట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్? లైక్ జస్ట్ నౌ మ్యాటర్నల్ అని యూ ఇమాజిన్ యూ ఆర్ రీడింగ్, యూ కేమ్ అక్రాస్ మ్యాటర్నల్ గ్రాండ్ మదర్ అని మీకు అక్కడ కనబడ్డది. మీరు ఏం చేయాలి? మ్యాటర్నల్ మీకు తెలియదు, యూ డోంట్ నో వాట్ మ్యాటర్నల్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్. సో వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ, you have to open the dictionary and you have to see that one. Maternal means what? అంటే ఏంటి, అది ఎట్లా యూజ్ చేయాలి అనేది. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ యాడింగ్ vocabulary టు యువర్ మైండ్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ. టైం పడుతుంది, అది రీసెర్చ్ చేయాలి, అది చూడాలి. యూ హ్యావ్ టు, బట్ యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ పేషెన్స్. దట్ ఈస్ వై ద వెరీ ఫస్ట్ డే ఐ సెడ్ హార్డ్ వర్కింగ్ యాజ్ వెల్ ఎస్ పేషెన్స్ ఉండాలి. చాలా పేషెన్స్. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ పేషెన్స్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ద లాంగ్వేజ్. ఎందుకు? స్కిల్ అది, కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్ అని అంటారు. అవునా? ఇట్స్ నాట్ అ కమోడిటీ. జస్ట్ నా స్వామీజీ సెడ్ రైట్, కమోడిటీ కాదు. మేడం నాకు ఆ క్లిప్ కావాలి, 50 రూపాయల కంటే 50 రూపాయలు ఇస్తావు, నేను క్లిప్ ఇస్తాను. You will hold the possession of it, right? You possess this one by giving the money because it's a commodity. I can give this one. But how about language? Language is not a commodity where I just cannot give that language to you people, right? You have to adopt that language. You have to acquire that skill. ఆ స్కిల్ అనేది నువ్వు అక్వైర్ చేయాలి. ఆ స్కిల్ అక్వైర్ చేయాలి అంటే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. అర్థమైందా? So today you have learnt new words, isn't it? Maternal, paternal, niece, nephew, and who's the co-brother. All these are called as a new words. They are called as new words. So what you have to do, simply putting on a paper is not enough. Putting on a paper is not enough. You have done a very good job that you have put on a paper. Next, immediately what you have to do, how should I use in a sentence? ఒక sentence లో నేను ఎలా పెట్టాలి అది. నాకు ఇద్దరు nieces ఉన్నారు, మా అక్కకి ఇద్దరు కూతుర్లు ఉన్నారు అని నువ్వు చెప్పాలి. నాకు మా అక్క కూతుర్లు ఇద్దరు ఉన్నారు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు సే, హౌ డు యూ సే దట్ వన్? ఐ హ్యావ్ 2 nieces.
I have 2 nieces.
My husband has 2 nieces. అర్థమవుతుందా? My niece got married recently. My niece got married recently. My niece is staying in America now. వచ్చిందా? అర్థమవుతుందా? ఆ నీస్ అనే పదముతోని కొన్ని సెంటెన్సెస్ మీరు చేయాలి. దెన్ యూ గెట్ ద గ్రిప్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. దానికి గ్రిప్ వస్తుంది ఆ వర్డ్ పైన. I have nephews. I have 2 nephews. They are 9 years and 10 years. They study well.
కెమెరా ఆపేమంటారా?
I have 2 nephews. Nephews means అన్న కొడుకు కావచ్చు,
Brothers son.
కావచ్చు, చెల్లెలు కావచ్చు. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎవరైనా
Brothers or sisters son.
brothers or sisters son. Got it?
Yes.
Just knowing is not enough. Be careful. Just knowing the meaning is not enough. You should know how to put in a sentence. అది పెట్టుకోవడం కాదు, సెంటెన్స్ లో ఎలా పెట్టాలి అనేది తెలుసుకోవాలి. You buy the ornaments, isn't it? You buy the ornaments, right? You buy the clothes, right? Sankranti is round the corner. You buy clothes for Sankranti, right? So you buy the clothes and do you keep in the cupboard? Do you buy clothes and just keep in the cupboard? What do? You adorn yourselves, right? On that particular day. ఆ క్లోత్స్ కొన్న తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తారు? చీర కొంట అయిపోయిందా మీరు? దాని దగ్గర నగలు కొంటారు, అన్నీ చేసుకుంటారు కదా. And that day again you are going to clad, right? Yes, you adorn yourselves. మంచి తయారవుతారు కదా. ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలి? వర్డ్స్ తీసుకొని వాట్సాప్ లో పెట్టుకోవడం కాదు. వర్డ్స్ తీసుకొని just simply taking the words and putting in the book is not enough. What you have to do? You have to make sentences. Usage is very important. Okay, fine. Let me, another one. So here we have seen the common noun. Okay. Now proper noun. Let us see what is this proper noun. Write down this one now. Here it is a proper noun. Let us see what proper noun is. Proper noun is what? A particular name given to the common noun. A particular name given to the common noun. Now just now I told you what is common noun. Common noun means what? It is a name of anything, right? Boy is called as a common noun. If you say anybody is a boy, you say, right? Girl, common noun. Now, when it comes to common noun, not all common nouns. Very few common nouns we try to give a name. If I say boy, now that particular boy has a specified name, isn't it? Every boy has a specified name. Now that name is called as proper noun. Boy is a common noun. The boy who has a name, particular name will be there, Krishna, Raju, whatever it is. Now those names are called as proper noun, right? Girl, I say, girl has a name. That name is called as a proper noun. Girl is a common noun. Sita is a proper noun. City is a common noun, right? Now we have many cities, right? Hyderabad, this, that, and all. Bangalore and all. Hyderabad, Bangalore and all, they are called as proper nouns. Village is a common noun. That village has a particular name, isn't it? That particular name is called as a proper noun. Like same if I say table. Now table doesn't have any specified name, right? We can't give any name to the table. Do we give any name to the table? No, we don't give. We don't give any name to the table. Like I say chair. Chair is a common noun, but we don't give any name. So in the common noun, very few common nouns we try to give specified name. కొన్ని కామన్ నౌన్స్ కి మనము పేర్లు ఇస్తాము, ఆ పేర్లని ప్రాపర్ నౌన్ అని అంటాం. అర్థమవుతుందా? అన్ని కామన్ నౌన్ కాదు. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ఇది క్లిప్, దీనికి ఏమైనా పేరు పెడతానా? రాజు, సీత, గీత అంటాను? అది ఐ డోంట్ సే, ఇజంట్ ఇట్? కాకపోతే దీన్ని నేను ఎలా అంటే బ్లాక్ క్లిప్ అంటాను, అవునా? బ్లాక్ అనేది అడ్జెక్టివ్ అయిపోతుంది. Did you understand? We don't have any particular name to this one. We don't have any name. This is a common noun. You can't give any name. So very few common nouns only we give a specified name. Now that name is called as a proper noun. Look, Hyderabad is the capital city. Hyderabad is proper noun. City is common noun. Ganga is the holy river. Where is a common noun here? Second sentence, where is a common noun? What is a common noun?
River.
River.
Proper noun?
River.
Proper noun Ganga.
Ganga.
Sita is your student.
Student common noun. Proper noun.
Proper noun.
Hari is a car driver.
Driver is a
Common noun.
common noun.
Driver
Hari
is
is a
Hari is a proper noun.
Got it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Write down this one. This is very important. Take your time and write down neatly. Now today let us see these verbs. Okay. Right. We have the different verbs, main verbs, auxiliary verbs, and we have the primary, modal auxiliaries. That and all you are going to see in the next level. But here today we are going to see this main verbs, right? Main verbs is what? Action words. All the action words are called as main verbs. We perform many actions, isn't it? Every day we perform many actions. Those actions are called as
Not able to listening.
so. Here you have the verbs. The verbs are nothing but
Action words.
they are called as action words. We perform many actions in our daily life, right? Yeah, got it. Okay. So these action words is nothing but, as I told you, every day we perform many actions in our daily life, isn't it? The moment we get up from our bed, we walk, we talk, we cook, we cut, we speak, right? We write. All these are nothing but action words. All these are called as action words. Now these action words are further divided into VS, V2, V3, V4, right? V1 means root verb. V1 is nothing but root verb. VS is nothing but, it has an ending S, ES, IES. V2 and V3, it is totally different. Sometimes it will be same, sometimes it will be totally different. So they are called as V2 and V3. Next one is V4. V4 is nothing but ing form. Look, move, you have the word move, moves, moved, moved. Look, whenever you have ed ending in V2, V3 also will be ed only. Very, very rare cases. 99% you have ed ending. Least 1% only you have some changes. Otherwise it is ed. Watch, watches. Yes. Watched, watched. Teach, teaches. Taught, taught. Here these two are same. Right? Fry, fries. IES. Try, IES. Fly, IES. Got? Keep, keeps. Yes. Right? Kept, kept. right? Hide, hides. Hid, hidden, totally different. Speak also. V2, V3, totally different. Did you understand? So sometimes they would be same ed, same it would be. Otherwise, sometimes it would be same like dot dot. Sometimes it will be totally different like spoken. Got it? So here I have given you some words: catch, caught, caught. Right? Can you see catch, caught, caught? This is I gave you V2, V3 because VS is simple. You can easily do that one. V4 also ing form. It's an ing form. You can do that one. The problem you have is with the V2 and V3. Look, see, saw, see, write, wrote, written, sleep, slept, slept. Got it, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Do this one. I've given you, do this one. I gave you V1. Write down VS, V2, V3, V4. Yeah. Stand. So this is stand. Right? Mute.
Stands stood.
Mute all of you. Check.
Correct.
Check your answers now. Look, I will give you VS and V4, you all know, right? We will do this V2. We will see V2 and V3. This is also walk to walk. This is also walk. Okay. Find. This is found. This is also found. Grew. This is grown. Okay. Air. This is store. This is stone. 4. This is 1. Sometimes it will be same. Cut. That's it. Spread also. Same. Spread. Even put also. Putting. Got it? Copy down this one. Auxiliary verbs. Copy down this one. With that we will finish. Open your WhatsApp, all of you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, madam.
Yes? You have the reader as well as you have the textbook.
Yes, spoken English
Yes, ma'am.
and reader.
Yes? Open the
Yes,
reader.
ma'am.
Open the reader.
Reader, okay.
You have the story in that. Is there a story?
Yes, ma'am. The
Uh,
Pandit who could not swim.
Yes. The Pandit.
It's downloading, ma'am.
who could not?
Okay. Now these stories are your seminar topics. You have these stories for seminar. Okay. So every day you
New
have,
story na madam.
in that you have 20, right?
Yes, ma'am. 20.
On 12th, on day 2. Today is day 2, right? Second day. Mute all of you. My voice is echoing.
మేడం నాకు స్టోరీ రాదు.
If you open your WhatsApp there, I have sent you just now. 2 books I have sent you.
ఓపెన్ చేశాను. రాలేదు. చూసా.
So in that you have, I know the very first story is nothing but Pandit who could not swim, right? Likewise, you have 20 stories. So what you have to do is every day you have to read that story, yes, on the first seminar, or second seminar or third seminar, whichever the seminar, they'll ask you the stories. So by that time, anyway, the stories, as I told you, the very first day, what did I tell you? Today Swamiji also said, right? Reading is very important. So go through that story. Read that story multiple times. First story only read 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. So that you get the grip of the sentences. And you have the new words also in that. All the new words underline, find it out the dictionary. In the dictionary, find out the meaning. Some meanings are given. There might be some more difficult words you might not be knowing. Find it out in the dictionary and put it on a paper and work on it. Okay. Who is going to read the story now? We'll do reading practice. Only one. I want one to read the story.
Yes, ma'am. Shall I read?
Yeah, please, Swati, read it. Yes, Swati, read.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. The Pandit who could not swim. Once a Pandit was crossing the Ganges. Ganges in a boat all alone. He was feeling bored. So he started talking to the boatman. The Pandit was very proud of his knowledge. He said that he studied various books, the Vedas, the Vedanta, etc. He wanted to show his vast knowledge to the boatman. So he started talking to the boatman. He asked him, "Do you know the Vedanta?" The boatman humbly replied, "No, revered sir." The feeling proud, the Pandit asked, "Okay, do you know the Ramayana and the Mahabharata?" The boatman again replied, "No, revered sir." Now the Pandit was feeling really proud of his knowledge. He once again asked the boatman, "Do you know any philosophy?" "No, revered sir," said the boatman. Second page. Next. Then after some time, a great storm began and the boat was about to sink. The boatman said the Pandit, "Sir, the boat is about to sink. Can you swim?" "No," replied the Pandit. The boatman said, "I don't know any Vedas, the Vedanta, Ramayana or Mahabharata, but I can swim and save my life." The boatman then jumped into the river. The Pandit was left alone in the boat and sunk along with the boat. Moral: have practical knowledge.
Right. Yeah, good.
Completed.
Yes. Next, boys. Boys, Are you there, boys?
Ma'am,
Yes, can
second
I?
lesson.
Yeah, the same story. The same story I want.
Okay. Basically, the topic is the Pandit who couldn't swim. Once a Pandit was across in the Tagas in the boat alone. He was feeling bored, so he started talking to the boatman. The Pandit was very proud of his knowledge. He said that he studied various books, the Vedas and the Vedants, etc. And he wanted to show the vast of the knowledge to the boatman. So he started talking with boatman. He asked him, "Do you know Vedant?" The boatman replied humbly, "No, sir." Then the Pandit asked,
Mister, you are muted. Unmute yourself.
yes, ma'am. The boat, the yes, ma'am. I will start. The so he started talking with boatman. He asked him, "Do you know Vedas?" The boatman humbly replied, "No, reserved, sir." Then he feel proudly. The Pandit asked, "Okay, do you know the Ramayanam and Mahabharata?" The boatman again replied, "No, reserved, sir." The Pandit was feel very really proud of his knowledge. He once again asked the boatman, "Do you know any philosophies?" "No, reserved, sir," said by boatman. Then after some time a great storm began and the boat was about to sink. The boatman said that said to the Pandit, "Sir, the boat is about to sink. Can you see?" No, replied by the Pandit. The boatman said, "I don't know any Vedas and Ramayana or Mahabharata, but I can swim and save my life." The boatman then jumped into the river. The Pandit was left alone in the boat, sink along with the boat. Moral is have practice knowledge.
Right. The moral is have practical knowledge. Okay, next.
Can I read, ma'am?
Girls. Yeah, please.
Can I read,
Can I
ma'am?
read, ma'am?
Yeah.
Can I read?
Can I read?
Ma'am, read.
Tell me your name. What's your name?
Sujata.
Yes, Sujata.
Okay. The Pandit who could not swim. Once a once a Pandit was crossing a Ganges in a boat all alone. He was feeling bored, so he started talking to the boatman. The Pandit was very proud of his knowledge. He said that the studied various books, the Vedas, Vedanta, etc. He wanted to show his vast knowledge to the boatman. So he started talking to the boatman. He asked him, "Do you know the Vedanta?" The boatman humbly replied, "No rivers, no rivers,
Revered.
rivers, sir."
Revered.
Then, feeling proud of the Pandit, asked, "Okay, do you know the Ramayana and Mahabharata?" The boatman again replied, "No, revered sir." Now the Pandit was feeling really proud of his knowledge. He once again asked the boatman, "Do you know any philosophy?" "No, revered sir," said the boatman. Then, after some time, a great storm began and the boat was about to sink. The boatman said to the Pandit, sir, the boat is about to sink. Can you swim?" "No," replied the Pandit. The boatman said, "I don't know any Vedas and Vedanta, Ramayana or Mahabharata, but I can swim and saved my life." The boatman then jumped into the river. The Pandit was left alone in the boat and sunk along with the boat. Moral: have a practical knowledge.
Okay. Why you are running like that? Whenever you are reading, there should be a proper spaces and pauses should be there. If you are
Okay, ma'am.
reading anything, means the other person should understand.
Okay, ma'am.
Between two words, there should be a proper space. Then only the other person will understand, isn't it?
Okay, ma'am.
Next, boys. Nagarjuna. Nagesha.
Can I read, ma'am?
Hello, ma'am. Can I?
Yeah, please. What's the name?
My name is Nagesh.
Yeah, Nagesh, please.
The Pandit was crossed the
Ganges.
gauges
Ganges.
gauges in the boat all alone. He was feeling bored, so he started talking to the boatman. The Pandit was very proud of his knowledge. He said that he studied various books, the uh, Vedas, the Vedanta, etc. He wanted to show the West knowledge to the boatman. So he started talking to the boatman. He asked him, "Do you know the Vedanta?" The boatman humbly replied, "No, revered sir." Then, feeling proud, the Pandit asked, "Okay, do you know the Ramayana and Mahabharata?" The boatman again replied, "No, revered sir." Now the Pandit was feeling really proud of his knowledge. He he once again asked the boatman, "Do you know any philosophy?" "No, revered sir," said boatman. Then after some time a great stone began and the boat was about to sink. The boatman said to the Pandit, "Sir, the boat is about to sink. Can you swim?" "No," replied the Pandit. The Vedanta Pandit. The boatman said, I don't know any Vedas and the Vedanta, Ramayana or Mahabharata, but I can swim and save my life." The boatman then jumped into the river. The Pandit was left alone in the boat and sunk alone with the boat. Moral: have practice knowledge. Thank you, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am, I
Yeah.
can. Ma'am,
Jayashree.
ma'am.
Yeah, Jayashree. Yes.
The Pandit who could not swim. Once a Pandit was crossing the Ganges in a boat all alone. He was feeling bored. So he started talking to the boatman. The Pandit was very proud of his knowledge. He said that he studied various books, the Vedas, the Vedanta, etc. He wanted to show his vast knowledge to the boatman. So he started talking to the boatman. He asked him, "Do you know the Vedanta?" The boatman humbly replied, "No, revered sir." Then, feeling proud, the Pandit asked, "Okay, do you know the Ramayana and the Mahabharata?" The boatman again replied, "No, revered sir." Now the Pandit was feeling really proud of his knowledge. He once again asked the boatman, "Do you know any philosophy?" "No, revered sir," said the boatman. Then, after some time, a great storm began and the boat was about to sink. The boatman said to the Pandit, "Sir, the boat is about to sink. Can you swim?" "No," replied the Pandit. The boatman said, "I don't know any Vedas, the Vedanta, Ramayana, or Mahabharata, but I can swim and save my life." The boatman then jumped into the river. The Pandit was left alone in the boat and sunk along with the boat. Moral: have practical knowledge.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay. So, did you understand the story, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It is similar to
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
something connected to you only, I think so.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm? Is there any connection? Look, every story that you have
Practice.
muted, muted. All of you please mute, right? Whatever the stories that you have, not only in this, you have the other book also. You have the stories. They are really very connected to human lives. We can set our lives, whatever the negatives that we have. By reading the stories, each and every story, it speaks to us where we can do the rectification. So same way here, this is a story about the Pandit and a boatman. A Pandit who is a scholarly person. He has lot of knowledge. Pandit means what? He has lot of knowledge in the subjects, isn't it? So one day what happened? He wanted to go to the other side of the river. So he got into a boat, and in the boat there was nobody there, no passengers, there were no commuters there. So as it was a long journey, so he was really feeling very bored. Then what he did, he started striking conversation with the boatman. He said, "Boatman, do you know any Ramayana?" The boatman, he said, he's uneducated. He's not educated. He's illiterate, isn't it? He said, "No, I really don't have any knowledge about Ramayana. I heard about Ramayana is something, about Rama and Sita, but in depth I have no knowledge about it." Then he thought, okay, fine, he doesn't know. Only I know Ramayana, he thought. And then slowly again he started asking, "Yeah, do you know anything about Mahabharata?" He said, "Even Mahabharata also I don't know. I know few characters like Krishna, and Pandavas and all. I don't have much knowledge about it. A little knowledge." Then he started feeling very proud. Okay, it's only I who know about Ramayana and Mahabharata. And then he started saying, "Do you know any philosophy? Do you know any Vedas, Vedanta?" He said, "Look, I'm a layman. I'm uneducated. I'm illiterate. I'm a boatman. How do you expect that I know? I really don't know." "Revered, sir," he said. Revered means what? You have a word, revered. Revered means what? Respectable. Respected, sir. "Humbly," he replied. You have the another word which is called as humbly. Humbly means what? Yes, without any proud. That's called as humble. He's very humble person. He's very humble person. సుమతి, మీరు ఇంటికి లీడ్ చేయాలి. ఓపెన్ చేశారు మీరు. ల్యాప్టాప్ ఓపెన్ ఉంది మీది, తర్వాత అది కూడా మొబైల్ కూడా ఓపెన్ ఉంది. అది కొరికే ఇక్కడ ఈకో వస్తుంది. మీరు అస్సలు ఆన్ చేయొద్దు. మీది అర్థమవుతుందా? ఈకో అవుతుంది. So here, what happened is, he started saying, "No, I really don't know anything," and with his very humble heart. His very humble heart means very humbly he replied. Humble means what? When you don't show off proud. Now that is called as a humble nature. He's so humble, so he replied so humbly that I don't have any revered sir, respected sir. I don't have any knowledge about Ramayana, Mahabharata, Vedas, Vedantas, he said. And then he started feeling so high. He thought that it is only I on this earth planet that I know about Vedas, Vedantas, this, that, and all. All of a sudden, what happened is there was a storm. A storm occurred. The weather changed and the storm hit that place. And the boat was tossing. That boat was turning and tossing in that river. And now this boatman, he said, "Now I don't think so that I can save this boat of mine as well as you. Do you know swimming?" he asked. "Do you know swimming?" Then this particular Pandit, he said, no, I don't know any swimming. I don't know any swimming. Then he said, "Revered Swamiji, I don't have any knowledge about Ramayana, Mahabharata, and what all that you have asked me, but I know swimming." He said he jumped into the waters and he saved his life. Whereas this particular Pandit, he had such a knowledge of Ramayana, Mahabharata, but he didn't know swimming, by which he couldn't save his life. What is the moral of the story? It is not enough to have bookish knowledge. Be careful. It is not enough to have bookish knowledge. We have a lot of bookish knowledge, isn't it? We say I am BTech, I am MBA, I am MCA. Yes, I'm PhD, I'm this, that, and that. You should know. A river is nothing but it is life. Be careful. The river is nothing but it is life. Right? We are traveling in this life. So, in this life, we come across many storms, many challenges. We come across many challenges. To face the challenges, what is required? Not just bookish knowledge, not just having degrees is not enough. Degrees are not just sufficient. What should you have? You should have a practical knowledge to encounter the challenges in the life. Your degree will not save you. If you go and if you sit in the interview panel and there the panel board, they're asking you questions. Now you don't say anything and you put your degree in front of them and you say, I am MCA, I am MBA 90%. What is the use of it? You should know interpersonal skills. You should have certain skills. You should know how to sail in this life. Then only you can reach your destination. If not, what happens? You will fall off. అర్థమైందా? బానే ఇంటారు అని.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the very first story. Read the first story. In that, what are the new words? Can you tell me the new words that you have come across?
Revered, madam. Revered.
Revered
Humble,
is
ma'am.
Humble.
I told you. Yeah. Humble means very down to earth person. The person who doesn't show up. నేను ఇది అని చెప్పి మనం కొంచెం చదవంగానే మనకు వచ్చేస్తుంది కదా. బీటెక్ చేయగానే నేను బీటెక్ ఆపలేరు మనని కదా. Little knowledge. If you have little, 1 degree means, oh, I am BTech, I am MBA. Okay, next.
Vast meaning, madam.
Strong, ma'am. Strong, ma'am.
Storm is
Vast
nothing but tufan. Storm is a noun. Storm is a noun. Okay, and
Okay.
Vast, madam. VAST.
VAST, vast knowledge. Vast is nothing but huge. Lot of.
Sink, ma'am. It's called
Sink, ma'am.
poor.
Think.
Sink, madam.
India is a vast country, very big country. Yes, he has a vast knowledge in spirituality. Our Swamiji has a vast spiritual knowledge, a lot of knowledge.
Sink, ma'am.
Vast syllabus. We have vast syllabus. Got it? So that
Yes, ma'am.
చూడండి, వాస్ట్ అంటే మళ్ళీ యూసేజ్ చూడండి. ఓకే, వాస్ట్ అంటే పెద్ద ఎక్కువ కాదు. దాన్ని ఎట్లా యూజ్ చేయాలి? ఒక సెంటెన్స్ లో నేను పెట్టాలంటే ఏ రకంగా నేను పెట్టాలి అని ఆలోచించాలి. అర్థమవుతుందా? యు గెట్ ది పాయింట్. వాస్ట్ ఇస్
Yes, ma'am.
the meaning of the vast is huge. The meaning of the
Yeah.
vast is lot of.
మీ క్లాస్ అయిపోయేదా ఓకేనా? మీ సెంటెన్స్ అయిపోతుందా? కొంచెం సేపు మెసేజ్ వస్తాను.
స్వప్న,
మై ఎక్కడ మెసేజ్?
noises are coming from your side.
Sink, ma'am.
Right, next one is sink. Sink is to
Sink, ma'am.
drown anything. To drown anything is called as sink. When you put your mobile, when you put your mobile in a bucket of water, what happens?
Sink.
It goes down. It goes down to the bottom, isn't it? That is called a sink. It's called a sink. When non-living things go down to the bottom of the water, that is called a sink. Living things, if living things go down to the bottom of the water, that is called as a drown. Boat sank, whereas Pandit drowned. Boat sank, Pandit drowned. That is the difference. Living things drown, non-living things sink. But when you take in Telugu it is both munuguta, it will show. చూడండి, అర్థమవుతుందా? గాట్ ద దీని vocabulary అంటారు. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ as vocabulary, దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ ద యూసేజ్. You should know the usage of it. Sink, it's a verb. Think is a verb. Now, what is a VS? Tell me VS. Raskondi, sink VS. V2, V3, right? Write it down.
Sinks,
Sank.
sank,
Sunk.
Sank, sunk.
Sunk.
Sink, sank, sunk.
sunk, sinking,
SUNK, sunk.
Yes, ma'am.
sinking,
Sinking, ING. Underline the verbs in that story. Pick out all the story, all the verbs in that one. Story మొత్తంలో verbs తీయండి. Identify the verbs.
crossing,
First starting నుంచి మీరు ఎన్నో verbs ఉంటాయి అందులో.
Gauges, ma'am.
Ah,
Gauges.
Ganges is a noun. Ganga river is called as a Ganges. The noun.
Crossing.
Wasm.
Crossing. Crossing is
crossing, feeling,
Feeling. Talking.
King.
feeling,
Feeling.
talking,
ప్రతి సెంటెన్స్ లో ఉంటది మీకు ఒక వర్బ్ ఉంటది ఉంటదా ప్రతి సెంటెన్స్ every sentence has a verb.
talking,
Started.
Studied.
Very.
Started is V2 లో ఉంది. Crossing is V4 లో ఉంది.
found,
So.
Starting.
Wanted.
Okay, wanted.
started,
Started, okay.
Asked.
Studied.
Ask.
Jump, ma'am. Jump.
wanted,
Jump.
Ask, madam. Asked.
Yeah. Awesome.
Feeling.
replied,
studied, madam,
Replied.
Said, madam.
feeling,
studied, madam,
Stone.
feeling,
Can you see? Yeah, crossing.
Replied.
Crossing. Feeling. Started.
swim,
Talking. Said. Studied. Wanted.
wanted, so,
Started. Asked. No. Replied.
Feeling.
Feeling.
swim,
Asked.
Got it now? So many verbs.
yes, madam,
Replied. Replied.
jump,
Feeling.
swim,
Said, ma'am. Said. SAI.
All are in V2 forms mostly.
Do.
begin,
Began.
Began. Sing.
Said. Swim.
Said. SA.
Said.
Left. Sunk.
sunk,
Jumped.
Swim and slip.
in, drowned, man,
Yeah, drowned.
Reply. Reply, ma'am.
Yeah, replying. Right for this. No.
Ma'am, talking.
Yes. What is the V2 form? No.
New.
New, ma'am.
New.
New.
V3?
Noun.
No.
No. Left.
Left.
Left, left.
Left to left.
Sink.
Sank, sunk.
Sink.
Swim. Swam.
Swim.
Swam.
Swimmed.
Swam.
Swam.
Swim, swam. Swimming.
Got it?
Reply, replied.
Is it clear, all of you? So in the verb, in the story, you have so many new verbs. So every day you have to do like this. You have to read number of times, 10 times, 20 times, underline the hard words, find out the meanings, and then again identify the verbs. If you come across any verbs, write down its forms. V1, Vs, V2, V3, V4. You have to know the verbs, then only you will know how to make a sentence. Okay? Then now take the screenshot. Take the screenshot and post it on the WhatsApp. Fast.